Hello students, welcome to writing skill class of English language. Our today's lesson is writing a biography. How to write a biography. About this topic I am going to tell you something about it. First of all, what a biography is. There are two words, biography and autobiography, and you must differentiate between the two words. Biography, here biography is written, its meaning is written here. Biography means the story of a person's life written by another person. If for example, if somebody writes a story about my life, that will be called a biography. Okay? Now there is another word, autobiography. What does it mean? Autobiography means the story of a person's life written by that person. For example, if I write a story about my own life, if I am the writer of my own story, that will be called an autobiography. So this is the difference between the two words, biography and an autobiography. Usually when you have to write a biography, the points are given, and the points are given in a very logical order. I have shown it here. The points that are very often given to write a biography are birth is given, that means date of birth is given, then birthplace may be given, after that parents names are given, after that education of that person is given, where was he educated, where his schooling was done, etc., from which college he graduated. After that, activities. If he is a very renowned person, he must have done some social activities, national activities. So activities about that person are written. If he is a freedom fighter, his national activities will be given. If he is a social reformer, his social activities are given. And finally, death, when, in which year that person died. So these are some points regarding a biography of a person. Now I have to write a biography on Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. You know very well, Maulana Abul Kalam was a national leader. He participated in the freedom movement of India. So we have to write a biography. To write a biography of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad based on the hints given below. Here some hints are given. First point is born on 11 November 1888. Second point is composed poetry in Urdu. Third point is worked as a journalist, protested against British Raj. Next point is enthusiastic supporter of Gandhiji's idea. Enthusiastic means very keen, zealot, ardent. The next point is wrote many books like India Wins Freedom, Gubare Khatir, etc. First Education Minister of Independent India. Birthday celebrated as National Education Day. His birthday, that he was born on 11 November 1888, his birthday is celebrated as National Education Day. Just like Teachers' Day is celebrated on 5th September. Died on 22 to February 1958. So these are the points, and on these points you have to write a biography. As usual, what you have to do, you have to just write one sentence, at least one sentence for 1 point. Now here in these hints you can see you will get a verb. You will get a verb, and you have to just add a subject. When you write a sentence needs a subject, verb and object. Okay, so for example, composed, you are given a verb, composed. You have to just supply a subject. Also here, worked, it is a verb, you have to give a subject. So by giving subject, by writing subject and verb, you can write a sentence. Remember, you have to write a sentence for each point. So let's see how I am going to write the biography of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad on these points. Let's see. Now I am starting writing biography of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. First of all, I have given a heading, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Now I have a points in my books, and you have copied down points in your exercise book. Now just see how I am writing biography. Our first point is born on 11 November 1888. So we shall start writing in this way. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Now remember, when you write birth of any person, it shall be in the passive voice. It shall be was born. Remember, was born. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad was born. Was born. Remember this point. Was born on 11 November 1888. So this is our first sentence. You can see how the first point, born on 11 November 1888, became our first sentence. So Maulana Abul Kalam Azad was born on 11 November 1888. Keep it in mind, was born. You always write was born. Our second point is composed poetry in Urdu. Verb is given. We have to just add a subject. He composed poetry in Urdu. This is our second sentence based on the point composed poetry in Urdu. You can add a phrase, as a poet he composed poetry in Urdu. Our third point is worked as a journalist. So we shall write again, worked, verb is given, we have to write a subject, add subject. He worked as a journalist, and in that point it is also given worked as a journalist, protested against British Raj. So protested, this is our second verb and it is our second point. So we can give here a conjunction. He worked as a journalist and protested against British Raj, against British Raj. Now this is our third sentence. So you can see how a paragraph is being developed. How a paragraph is being developed. Okay. So on the basis of points, we are writing here sentences. Worked as a journalist and protested against British Raj. Next point is enthusiastic supporter of Gandhiji's ideas. Now we can again write Maulana. We have repeated pronoun 2 times, he. Now let's rewrite noun. Maulana was. Here why I am writing was, because the verb is a static verb. This verb, for example, worked is a dynamic verb. It has an activity. Composed, it shows activity. But supporter, it is a noun, so we have to give here an auxiliary verb. Maulana was an enthusiastic supporter of Gandhiji's ideas. Then our next point is wrote many books. He was earlier, he composed poetry, and here he wrote many books. That means he was a poet and he was a prose writer also. We can write here as a prose writer. We can add here as a prose writer. He wrote many books. Like India Wins Freedom, This is the name of a book, so it shall be in uppercase. It shall be in capital letter. India Wins Freedom. Gubare Khatir. etc. So as a prose writer, he wrote many books like India Wins Freedom. As it is a name of a book, so it should be in capital letter and it should be within inverted comma. Gubare Khatir, etc. After that, first education minister of independent India. We can write Maulana Azad was the first education minister of independent India. First education minister. It is noun, so we have to give here helping verb was. Always remember, you are writing a biography, and a biography is written in the past tense, just like a story. Tense is very essential when you are writing a sentence. You must have the concept of this. Birthday celebrated as National Foundation Day. Now birthday, his birthday, okay? His birthday is celebrated. Now look here. This sentence is becoming passive voice. His birthday is celebrated, just like was born. So in the whole paragraph, we see that there are two passive sentences. First was born, and second is celebrated, and other sentences are in active voice. So I have told you, when you are writing a paragraph, writing a prose composition, all the grammar which you have learned, that are used, that are applied in the writing. His birthday is celebrated as National Education Day. As National Education Day. And our last point is death. Birth is to be written in the passive voice, but death is to be written in active voice. He died. You can also write passed away, breathed his last. Okay, died. He died on 22 February 1958. So this is about the biography of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. So all the points are written here. So each point is given one sentence. So this is the paragraph, or this is the biography on Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Now remember, died, you can write here passed away, P-A-S-S-E-D, passed away, remember, or breathed his last. You can substitute either of the two words for died. Passed away, breathed his last. So in the whole composition, what I see, that our first sentence is in passive voice, and here his birthday is celebrated. This is also in the passive voice, and other sentences are in the active voice. And the second thing is, the verbs are given already in the hints. We have just added subject. For example, composed poetry in Urdu. The point is given, composed poetry in Urdu. What I have done, I have just written he. Subject, I have given subject. He composed poetry in Urdu. So this become our a sentence. This is the technique to write a paragraph or biography or anything. So all this was about biography of a personality. I hope you have got it well. Thank you very much.